You think you are logical, but you are not. You think you make decisions based on fact, but you don't. The reason is because your brain believes what it sees often and not what is true. This is episode 2 of our series, The Hidden Psychological Laws That Control Your Life. In this video, you will understand why the availability heuristic is the reason you believe things that are not true and why you abandon or ignore things that are more important. So if you are constantly anxious, indecisive, or misinformed, this episode is for you. The availability heuristic is a mental shortcut that your brain is using in order for it to judge how something is based on how easily examples come to mind. When you hear about kidnapping on the news, you suddenly believe that kidnapping is happening everywhere. It's not the fact that that news, that your judgment is true or is what is happening everywhere, but because the news is broadcasting it more often. So your brain will judge that that is what is normal and that is what is happening everywhere. So you'll be afraid. Another example is when you hear story about someone dying after taking a vaccine and you believe that vaccine is not good and you will refuse to take it or give it to your children because of the story of one person that have taken it and the result was bad. That is availability heuristic playing trick on you. And another example is when you hear about 3 people that made millions of dollars online through crypto. Maybe you watch it on TikTok or YouTube. YouTube will believe that everybody is making money that way and you will be investing your money even though you don't have knowledge about it. So that is example of availability heuristic. It is the mental shortcut that the brain is using to come to conclusion and to arrive at decision making. That's why you have to be careful very well because you can be manipulated through this. For example, when plane crash happen, all the media houses all over the world will broadcast it. And if something is being broadcast all over the world, everybody will believe that plane crash is what is common because it's broadcast worldwide. But here's the truth. Car accidents kill more people than plane crash. In fact, traveling through air is more safer than road. Availability heuristic is also the reason why you are afraid of kidnappers more than stress, more than sugar, and more than sleep deprivation. And let me tell you, sleep deprivation, sugar, and stress, they kill millions of people more than terrorists. But because terrorist activity are being broadcast all over the world, and if they strike, everybody will hear about it. But nobody is broadcasting how many people sugar, stress, or sleep deprivation is killing. That's why you think that terrorists they strike more than those things that we have mentioned. This is so because dramatic effects stick in your memory easily more than boring facts. And facts about sugar, sleep deprivation, and stress, they are boring. But when you hear story about plane crash, about terrorist activity, your brain will believe it that it is happening everywhere. That is why it is that your brain is not using logic. It's just using recall. And the faster it remembers something, the more real and frequent it feels. This is one of the tricks that media uses. They know that boring facts will not attract click and people will not want to watch it when they are broadcasting about people who are happy, about people who are getting married, about newborn children and how successful people are becoming throughout all over the world. No, they believe that and they know that that one will not attract click and nobody will watch that news. But instead, they prefer to show you the most shocking event because they know that that is going to get click. Meanwhile, millions of people are living their life normal and they are being happy and enjoying their life. But the news will not broadcast that. They will broadcast the shocking one that will fetch them money. Also, politicians, they also use this trick by flooding you with fear-based stories about immigrants, about crime, and about enemies to make you believe that the world is collapsing or the world is out of control, except they are in power. Similarly, religious groups sometimes repeat vivid stories of hell, curse, and punishment so often that they become more real than love, peace, and grace. By this, fear become more available than faith, and your spirituality become trauma, not transformation. Availability heuristic also affects your daily activity and your daily decision without you knowing. It makes you cynical and afraid. Thus, you stop taking necessary steps to move forward. For instance, you won't invest in a business because one person failed on Instagram. And also, you won't date again because one person has cheated, or you have experienced cheating in the past and you now watch another person who is cheated on Facebook. So you conclude your mind that there's no person to be trusted and you cannot date anybody again. And also, when you believe that there's no good woman or there's no good man again on earth because you have had a story about outbreak. Thus, one loud failure block out 99% of successes. That is availability heuristic playing trick on you. But there is good news. And the good news is that you can escape this trap. And one of the ways that you can escape this trap is by training your brain to check the truth, not just your memory. So there is difference between training your memory and training your brain to check the truth. So that aspect of checking the truth is what you should work on, because the memory section of your brain automatically trains itself. So what you must consciously train now is your thinking faculty and your ability to check the truth. And here are the 5 ways you can achieve this. 1. Ask yourself always, is this actually common or just memorable? 2. Look at data, not just a personal story. 3. Avoid overexposure to fear-based content. 4. Read widely and research deeply. And 5. Don't let one or two experiences become your worldview. Remember, what you see most is not what always true. And what is available to your mind is not always what is happening in real life. The availability heuristic is one of the reasons why people live in fear, stay broke, avoid love, and make bad decisions. You don't need more motivation. What you need is mental detox. Clean your lens, clear your filter, and learn how your mind works, or the world will use it against you. In the next episode, we will explore another law. But if you find this video valuable, like it and let me know in the comment section how availability heuristic has been affecting your decision making and what steps are you taking to stop it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and share this video with another person so that they too can benefit from it. This is Accurate Knowledge with Wale Olaleye, the channel where we explore the truth nobody is telling you. Until next video, stay sharp, stay accurate. Bye.